Hello programmers, this is Cyrus, formerly known as Nyakama Mahle, and today I'll be showing you on how to create a struct within a struct or a structure within a structure. Let me just first create a problem that I can solve. I'll show you by using an example. So let me open up my project. I'll be using UTF C++ for the project. Saying project empty. Oh wait, okay. Documents, no problem. Let's just create a folder for the project. Let's wait for it. Let's create a folder for the project. Let's just struct, structure. The name of the project structure. Let me just say student, because the project will be about the student. Yes, let me save it. Yeah, so let me first define a problem. So I'll define my problem first. Okay. Let me just put some comments. More about me. Nyakama Mahle. Then the problem is create a structure, date with data members, day, it's month, and yeah. So that's the first part of the problem. So that's the first part. Then the second part, say create. Second part of the problem, say create a structure. Student with data members, the data members. So it's first name, name, then it's last name, then it's date. So now you see have a date, which is a structure, as a member of the structure, student. This is interesting. And date with a variable. So date has to have a variable with a variable. Date, and then have student number, then you have a level, and module. courses or courses. Just use whatever name that you feel like it's suitable. It's module, it's courses. And then module or courses has to be in an array, in an array of type int. Oh no, sorry, of type string. I have to store them inside a string with the size of 5. With the size of 5, and then go to implementation, go and implement sorry, you have to declare a function to print you have to declare a function to print a function that is going to print the data for the struct or the structure date and student, and for the structure data and student. And the fourth part, you have to implement write the implementation part. Just write the implementation, So your program or project has to be written into separate files. Your program has to be written into separate files. So I'll use this file to write my struct date with the members day, month, and year. Let's do that. Let's just save this. Save as date. This is the name for the structure. And then I'm naming it as .h. The extension is .h because it's a structure. And then I write struct, and then I say date. Sorry for that pop out. And then I write date, and then I declare my members, which is int, and then it's day, and then int, it's month, and then int, it's year. So that is my structure. This is the definition of the structure. Definition of the structure date. That is the definition of the structure date. So let me say this. So now I'll go to the second part, which is create a structure student with data members, first name, last name, date with the variable date, student number, level, and modules or courses. Level and modules or courses in an array of type string with size 5. So let's go there. So So this is the first file, so I have to add another file here. So this file will be, its name is student. Name of the structure is student, and it's .h, student.h. And then what do I do there? Just include this file, hashtag include date .h. So I have to include the content of this file in this file. So, and then I just struct, and then write the name of the structure, student, and then write my members inside, string, it's first name, string, last name, then it's struct, then it's date, then in C++ you don't have to do this, but now I want my program to be flexible. I want this program to work in C as well as in C++. I mean, that's an advantage. You can write a code that works in C and C++. So that means it's not going to be hard to find someone who's going to maintain that program, because there are two developers who can maintain it, a developer who knows C and a developer who knows C++. So you have to be able to write a program that is flexible in C as well as in C++. In C++, you are allowed to use you're allowed to use structures, but in C you are not allowed to. You are allowed to use the constructors in C++, and then in C you are not allowed to use the constructors. So that's one of the differences between C and C++. You can use the constructors in C++, but you cannot use the constructors in C. Let's continue. So, and what else? I've said date to the variable student number, level, and modules or courses. So, okay. So now this is going to be int student number, and then I have int level of study, but I'll just say level, and then last I have string, then it's modules. I can write courses or I can write modules. It's up to me what I write, but let's just write modules. Modules are courses. It's one of the same thing. So I'll just create 5. So then what do we do? So let me go and check my program number 3. To declare the function to print data for the structure date and student. So let me come here and declare that function. Let me come here and declare that function to print data. So I'll write a function prototype to print the data for the structure date as well as the structure student. Sorry about this. This is an error. Student, yeah, struct student. The name for the structure is student. Okay, Okay, Maga, what's going on? Oh, sorry about this. Let's call that. I'm supposed to write those on this side. Yes. And then this is indeed struct date. And then on this side we have, yeah. And then, okay, yeah, and then this, yeah. And then now I have to, so this is the definition of the structure This is the definition of the structure student, and then below I have to declare a function prototype, declare function prototype to print data for date and student. So just my function, I'll name it, I can name it print display or output, so I'll just name it display or print. I'll just name it print. Let me just say print or display. Sure, let me just say display. I prefer display. Preferred display. And then my function has to have the argument. So my argument struct, the name for the structure, and my variable, which is student. So this is the name for the structure student. This is the variable. Now let's go for the part 3. So to declare a function to print data for the struct date and student. So let me do that. So now I have to declare. Also, I've done that. So I have to write the implementation part now, as well as the test application. So number 5, it's test application. So back in the day, test application was usually as test driver code. Yeah, it was named driver code or program. A driver code or program. Back in the day, there's this Malik. I think somewhere there you'll find that the test application was named the driver code or driver program. And I've also learned this in Java, that the test application is known as a driver code. So test application or driver code or program. Okay, so now I'm doing number 4. So I'm writing implementation. So I have to add another file. In this file I have to include #include the content for this file. You see now the content for this file has the content of this file also. So I'm not going to include that file .date.h. So I'll just include this file student.h, and then come here, and then on this side I'm going to write the implementation part. I am going to write the implementation part for implementation, but so I'll just write the definition for my function display. So there's this function. I'll write the definition for it. So let me just go to it and say void it's display, and then struct, then it's student, and then it's student as a variable, and then now I have to write the job for the function. Cout first name, first name, then I have to use variable to print out the first name. So just say student dot, then it's first name, it's first name, and then I'll prompt the user again, it's last name, it's last name, then it's a variable name, then it's dot, it's last, it's name, then it's end line. Hope you know what I'm doing here. I'm prompting the user, and then I'm accessing my first name using this variable student and the dot operator. Yeah, then cout. Okay, then okay, this is insertion operator for those who don't know it. So on this step, I'll just print the date of birth. So date of birth of the student, date of birth, date of birth of the student, and then I say student variable name dot date. So now I'm printing a date of birth using the structure date. So now, as you can see, I have a structure, a single date within the structure student. So this is where now this comes in handy. Now I'm printing a date of birth of the student using this variable date of the structure date. So let me go to here. So a dot, and then let's say day, say it's day, and then so let me use, I don't want to use this format, but let me comment on the format that I want to use for. So I want to use this format, then it's month, and it's year. So I want to use that format for the date, format for the date. It's day, it's month, it's year. So I'll use that. So, and then let's see, let me just cut this and paste it. Let me do this. I want to save time, so I'm just going to do copy and paste. So let me do this, paste, yes, and then it's day, and then on this side it's going to be month, and then I take this portion, yes, again, copy, paste it there, paste it, paste it, yeah, and then I will have here, so I'm going to print here, and then I have to end my line so that I can do end line. So that is my date. This part will print the day the student was born, the month the student was born, and the year the student was born. So let's go back here. Let's go back here. Now let's print modules, or no, let's print level first, or see out what level is the student doing. So let's just say level of study, so I'm just going to say level of study. So I'm going to use my variable student dot the student dot, it's level, yeah, it's level, and then I'll print out, and then see out again modules. So now I'm going to print out my modules, so all my modules or courses, so but I'll just use this word modules. Let me just style a bit. Modules, let me style a bit. Yes, I think that's enough. There's no need for that. And that. Yeah. So now I have to create a for loop that is going to print out my modules inside the arrays modules. So let me do that. So int count. So I'm declaring my count, and then int length for the array. Length is equal to 5. The length for the array is equal to 5. Is equal to 5. What's this? And then I say let me just create my for loop, and then it's count is equal to 0. Then count is less than the length, which is 5, and then and then count, and it's plus, and then create, and then I print out the content of the array, which is module. Then see out, let's say module. So this This is just say module. So and then I have to write by its module 1, its module 2, its module 3. So I'll just say count plus 1. Count plus 1. So I want to show the name. It's module 1, it's module 2, it's module 3, it's module 4. And then you can put that. And then say student dot modules sorry, so I'll just use that count. So then after that, and the line, yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there are any errors, but we'll see them when we are compiling the program. I'm not afraid of them anyways, so yeah. So let me save this file as, just say student implementation, student implementation. This is student implementation. This is student implementation. So after this student implementation, okay, let's go here. So 5, write a test application or a driver code. So I'll just use the word that I'm familiar with, which is driver code. So now I'm going to create another file here, which is driver code. Let me just save it now. See, driver code. So this is the driver program. Everything, the program will start on the main application or on the file. So the program will start on the file with the main function. So this is the file that has the main function. So it's called an application in Java. It's called an application. So this is the function that has the main method or the main function. In Java, it's called a function. It's called a method. So here it's called a function. So let's do that. So okay. So first of all, I have to include the content of the structure. So the content for the structure has the content for this file as well as content for that file. So let me just do that. So let me say hashtag include student.h and then create my main function and main function. You see the execution of the program begins on the main function. I'll return 0 and then I have to initialize now. Initialize. I have to declare a variable. Let me declare a variable first. Declare a variable student1 of type student, I guess, yeah, of type student. So let's just say struct, then student, then student1, and then now I have to also initialize and say I'll just use this to initialize I'll use these scalar prices to initialize a data or a content of my variable student 1. In this way, it's easier and my code is going to be cleaner. So first I have to write the first name, which is let's come here. So I have first name, last name, date, student number. So I'll just write them in this order. In that way, I'm safe. So I'll start with the first name and last name. So it's first name, then it's last name, Nyakama, and then let's go back and see how it's date. So just create date. So date. So this is what, let's go to the implementation. So this is date of birth, it's day, it's date, it's day, it's month, it's year, it's year, it's day, it's month, it's year. So let's just say 25, then it's September 1999. Yeah, that's the date of birth of the student. But that's not me, by the way. I don't think it's me. That's not me. Oh, it's 1999. That's not me. I wasn't born on that date. And then let's go for what else? Student number and the level. Student number and the level. So it's student number. It's 2129537 So that's the student number. That's the student number. And then its level. And then let's go and check. It's modules. See, now modules, you have to write them in a, you have to create another curly brace to write modules. So I'll just use this. I'll just use that. Just use that. Yeah, no. Have to close that one. Yeah. So I have to write my modules. So let's just say serial analysis 2, and then it's, let's just say project management. I'm writing the 5 modules now. It's project, let's just say project management, and then let's say it's software engineering, software engineering, and then let's just say it's artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence, and then so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, one more to go, and then let's say it's database management, database management, and then yeah, we are done. And now after we've initialized our data, we have to print them. We have to print the data. So I'll just call the function which is display. I'll just call the function display, and then I'll just put student1 as an argument because I'm printing data of the variable student1. So now let's go and debug. Okay, first of all, I have to include some preprocessor directives. So I'll just include my preprocessor directives here so that they can be included throughout the program. So I'll check include set I should say input okay, input output stream header file. That is one of the preprocessor directives. Anything starts with a hash, it's a preprocessor directive. So string, I have to include string as well. Then using namespace standard. Yeah, let's go and see the errors and try to fix them if there are any. Wait for it. Okay, there are errors. So what did we do wrong? Void display. Let's see. See out. Oh, I said count instead of see out. Oh, interesting. Let's print again and look for others. Let's wait for it. It's promising. Errors. Oh, ha. Wow, guys, that is our output. You'll see, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, so guys, that was it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you need any tutoring or regarding software engineering, artificial intelligence, database management, operating system, computer architecture, C++, which is problem solving and object-oriented programming, C programming, what else? Java as well, data structures. Yeah, just contact me. You will see my contact on the comment section. Thank you, guys.